Hello, my name is Rabba Dina Brawer. I'm an educator, a podcast host, and an activist passionate about advancing women in Jewish leadership. Happy Hanukkah. My favorite Hanukkah story is that of a widow called Judith. She uses her power of seduction to get under the enemy's defenses. She basically has a little cheese and wine party with the army general, getting him first thirsty on the cheese, then plying him with wine to quench his thirst, until he falls into a drunken slumber, and then she's quick to use his own sword to decapitate him. What a story! It originates in the book of Judith from the Apocrypha, which means that it did not make the cut to be included in the Jewish canon. But somehow, the story resurfaces with some variations in the medieval period, and is immortalized in a poem by Yosef ben Solomon of Carcassonne in the 11th century. And it was read on Shabbat of Hanukkah in many Ashkenazi and Italian synagogues. Also, in their Talmudic commentary, the Tosafists suggest that women are equally obligated in the mitzvah of kindling the Hanukkah lights, because a woman called Yehudit was instrumental in bringing about the miracle. You may wonder, how so? Well, when I was a little girl, the story age-appropriate explanation that I received was that by killing the general, Judith helped the small Jewish army win the war. The full story that I learned later was that sexual violence against women and girls was a weapon of war then, like it is, unfortunately, still today, notably in the conflict in Tigray and in the war against Ukraine. We don't know why this seemingly forgotten story was revived by the medieval rabbis, and why Judith, who I like to think of as the Wonder Woman of Hanukkah, was given prominence in the Hanukkah story alongside the long-standing hero, Judah the Maccabee. I do find it curious that they have the same name, Yehuda, and its equivalent in the feminine, Yehudit. But that is where the similarities end. Unlike Judah the Maccabee, who is the official Jewish leader, Judith is a woman whose leadership does not stem from authority. She doesn't have any official role. She sees the suffering of fellow women and girls and resolves to address the situation and takes action at great personal risk. Yehudit is the Wonder Woman whose magical superpowers are her courage, her initiative, and her quick wits. It may just be coincidence that her name is Yehudit. But as rabbis, we have a long tradition to read a message in every detail. And I like to think that her name, Yehudit, which translates as just Jewish, tells us that she is every woman. She is the reminder that we don't need to be appointed leaders to have an impact, and that we each have the capacity to take action, make a difference to our lives and the lives of others. Happy Hanukkah.